Hello, Orbis here, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking every track on Moonshaped Pool by Radiohead. So this is obviously the last in this series, as A Moonshaped Pool is currently Radiohead's latest album. I don't think it will be their last album, personally, but if it were to be their last album, it's a good one to end on. It feels very fitting as the last one. Just something about the vibe. It gives last album vibes, you know. And also it helps that I think this album's fantastic. I personally think it's one of the best albums. Do I think it's as good as, you know, OK Computer or In Rainbows? Not really, but I don't think it's that far off. This is an album that has to grow on you. It has to grow on you because I guess it's quite subtle. The mood's generally quite low, and I don't know, it's very quiet, and not a lot of rock going on really. There's a lot of orchestra and a lot of piano. I love the vibe of this album. It's very different from previous albums. I probably, as much as I love this album, I guess I don't have as much to say about it as some other albums. That's okay. This video is just to do the ranking. Although I guess I'm not as confident in this ranking as with other ones, but like with other videos in this series, I think that this ranking is kind of pointless. That's a better word for it. I can't remember what it is. I don't know. It's a pointless ranking because I love pretty much the whole album, possibly equally. I mean, for me, this is one of the most consistent albums in Radiohead's discography. There aren't tracks that are really way better than all the others, or there are tracks that are just terrible. So it's a very consistent album. Anyway, I'm going to actually do the ranking now. So at the bottom, this track is probably the only one that I don't super like. I just kind of think it's okay, and that's Full Stop. So apologies to anyone that likes that track, but that's just my opinion. I'm not saying objectively it's bad, but that's my opinion. I don't know, I just think it's a bit all over the place, and it doesn't hook me as much as some other tracks on this album. So it is what it is. There are things I like about it, and I mean, I feel like, I don't skip it. I enjoy it while it's on, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's Radiohead. So I feel like I just kind of enjoy the track just based off that. I think my love of Radiohead is so high that even songs that I know aren't that great, I still just enjoy them because it's Radiohead. So anyway, okay, next up is Tinker Tailor Soldier Sailor Rich Man Poor Man Big Beggar Man Thief. I mean, it has a great title, and actually, even though seconds from the bottom, I do like this song, and let's leave it at that. So next up is The Numbers, which is a good song. I guess it just doesn't stick out to me as much as some other tracks on the album. It's quite slow, it's very subtle, very very chill. There's nothing wrong with that. I just like other songs more. Okay, next up, I've gone with Glass Eyes. This is a really cool track. It's quite minimalistic. It's like Tom's vocals, piano, and orchestra, and honestly, that combo is just automatically going to sound amazing. And this is a beautiful song, and I think it's great. Next up is Desert Island Disc. This is a really cool track. It's got like an acoustic thing going on. It's very nice. Yeah. Next up, I put Dex Dark, which is just a really solid track. And next up is Daydreaming, which is it's another one that's very slow and subtle, but I think it's beautiful and quite melancholy. Yeah, actually, that word kind of describes what that album sounds. It's quite a melancholy album, and this song especially. I mean, I guess I haven't really analysed the lyrics too deeply, but it gives a kind of somewhat depressing vibe. Dreamers they never learn. I mean, that's pretty depressing. By the way, I just had a thought. I need to stop this habit I have of where I just click randomly while I'm talking, just as a habit. I don't know why I do it, but when I rewatch, I just did it again. When I rewatch these before I upload them, I'm just like, stop clicking. It probably doesn't even annoy anyone else, but it annoys me. Anyway, so next up is Burn the Witch, the opener, which is a fantastic song and it has a fantastic music video as well. That music video is great. Those kids are annoying me. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're annoying me. Anyway, okay, we're in the top 3 now. I'm still clicking. Okay, number 3 is Burn the Witch. No, sorry. Number 3 is True Love Waits, the closer. See, this is a song that was written decades before this album came out, because it's on that live album. I might be wrong, and this is probably the saddest Radiohead song, and this is Radiohead we're talking about. So if a song's their saddest, then it's got to be pretty sad. I mean, the lyrics are pretty simple, and there actually aren't many lyrics because it's like rephrased, it's kind of spread out across the song. But the vibe of the song is just so sad. But it's a beautiful track, and I think this is one of Radiohead's best. A lot of people would probably put this at number 1. It's not quite there yet. I suppose, you know what? I think my relationship with this, like my history with this song, it's a bit similar to Weird Fishes, where at first I didn't really get it because I would always hear people talk about this track, be like, "Is this one Radiohead's masterpieces?" It's but I didn't really get it fully. I was like, yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's a bit boring. It's a bit basic, really. But it slowly grew on me, and yeah, I recognise its like emotional potency, I guess. But unlike with Weird Fishes, it hasn't had that huge like moment where it's just hit for me, and I'm like, yeah, this is a complete masterpiece. Yeah. So I don't know if I think this is a masterpiece, but I think it's incredible. It's a great song. So number 2 is Present Tense. I love this track so much. I think the song's basically just about dancing, but this is one of my favourite like Thom Yorke lyrics. Something about it is just like amazing lyric writing, very poetic, and you know, it's just a lot of great lines that I could quote. You know, now I'm trying to remember some. Obviously there's the I in you I'm lost, which is a great part, and as my world comes crashing down. Yeah, and I don't know, something about Tom's vocals on it are just incredible, and I love the acoustic part as well. There's a video on YouTube, I don't know if any of you have seen it, of Tom playing this song in like the late 2000s, like 2009 or something, just like at a festival, and it's just him with an acoustic guitar, and he's playing the song. And I kind of like that version more. I mean, yeah, this song, like a lot of the music, has a very lavish production to it, a lot of stuff going on. But just hearing it stripped back, just acoustic and Tom's vocals, it's really amazing. I feel like the song, like the sound quality isn't amazing, but isn't amazing. But I think I like that version more because I think the emotion of it is, how do you say it? Yeah, it being in that stripped back setting makes it feel more emotional, if that makes sense. I'm not discrediting this version. This version is incredible as well. It's a great song, it's a great song. So, number 1, and I think this might be, obviously you probably figured out which song it is. This might be a surprising number 1 pick. I don't know how a surprising number 1 pick. I'm not sure how common this is as a number 1 pick. But it's Identitech. And this is one of those songs that it only hits me recently. Like a few months ago, I heard the song randomly and I was like, wait a minute, this is like incredible. So where do I start? I think I love the way it's structured. It's a very interesting structure, like a cool intro and then with quite distinctive different sections. Because you have like the Broken Hearts Make It Rain bit and then it changes to the choir singing it. And I love the guitar part on this track as well, because you can feel it slowly kind of get more, like slightly more intense. It's very subtle, but it gets slightly more intense as the song goes on till you get to the solo. It's quite an unusual solo, but it's awesome. And I'm curious if anyone else loved the song as much as I do. But something about it, it's just like, it just really resonates with me, I guess. So, that's my favourite track, and that concludes the ranking. So, let me know your thoughts on my ranking, and of course, give me your ranking below. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I think before I conclude the video, I guess I'll talk about, since obviously this is the last in the series, so it might be a while before I upload again. So I'll sort of talk about upcoming videos if anyone's interested. If not, just stop watching. It doesn't matter. So specifically in terms of Radiohead, I am going to work on another Thom Yorke Out of Context compilation video, which will take me a while, but I'm pretty set on doing it. I think I said in a recent video that I wasn't certain if I'd be able to, but I definitely will. I just don't know how long it's going to be. It might be a minute, it might be 10 minutes, I don't know. How long it is depends on how long it takes me to make it as well. So, but it is going to happen, so now you know. And at some point I will, and I've been meaning to for a long time, I will do a video where I rank every single Radiohead song, albums and non-album tracks. But I haven't decided if I'm going to do like a tier list like I did with the White Stripes and the Beatles, where it's just like I just go on the website and it's just me, webcam in the corner, and I just sort of do a tier list, which is, it's a fun, pretty easy way to do it. Don't really have to do much editing. Or I do like an actual ranking worst to best, which would be way harder, take way longer. So I have to properly edit it, and it'd be scripted, it'd be long. So I haven't decided which one of those I'm going to do, but if anyone has a preference, then let me know, because I think that would help to know what people want. But just know if I do the ranking worst to best, that'll take a lot longer to make. The tier list I could just do, I could just do it without really much preparation. And in terms of one more Radiohead thing, I think I will do a top 10 most underrated tracks at some point. I don't know when, but obviously that's one I can kind of just record, just write and record very quickly. So I'll do that maybe pretty soon. And in terms of non-Radiohead stuff, the next video I'm gonna do is actually another Beatles entire discography, but just one word thing. I know I said I was done with that series, and obviously it's been months since I last did one, but there was one idea I had written down. I did most of the ideas that I had for that series, but I have one left that's just been on my notes for probably for years, and I was sort of going to get around to it eventually, so I'm going to just kind of get that out of the way, and then I'm probably done with that series. And the only other upcoming video I want to talk about is, well, the series I want to talk about is obviously the Tears of the Kingdom series. For people who are sick of seeing me upload those, I'm going to calm down with them. But if anyone's actually interested in them, I'm not done with the series. It's just I'm going to go for a more quality over quantity approach to it. But if you want to watch me play it more, then you just have to watch my streams. My Twitch is linked in the description. So my streaming is just, probably more inconsistent, even more inconsistent than my uploading, but I do stream occasionally. So I think that's all I have to say. So yeah, like I said, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.